Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is Indigo Lightworker Tarot. Hi Aries, how are all you guys doing? I hope you're doing really great. I send you the good energy. I send you the positivity. I hope your day is going to go really well for you. Aries, if you wanted to, you could like and subscribe for an energetic exchange between us. Thank you if you choose to do so. So Aries, today, before I get the reading about the person on your mind, we're going to talk about moving through triggered moments. So I have 3 cards and 3 questions on that subject. The first question is, what is at the core of the trigger? And I got, trust your innocence. Could be at the core of your trigger. Number 54. If I can find it. So what could be at the core of your trigger is the truth. The fact that you possibly have some type of inner sense or intuition that's going on, or it's been triggered. You are encouraged at this time to be absolutely honest with yourself. Cast aside any mind stories and shoulds that you tell yourself. In your heart of hearts, you know the answers. Dare to listen and to honor them. This card may also relate to being truthful with another person. Relationships can only deepen when we can be real with each other. Consider your timing and be considerate, but this is a time for truce. So also what could be at the core of a trigger is knowing the difference between your intuition and paranoia. And then uncensored feelings and returning to innocence in some type of way. Now the second card on this subject is the Infinite. It says, what can I do about it? So we kind of established what could be at the core, but now what do we do about it? And I've got number 49, the Infinite. And here's the card. So it says this is a card of rebirth, can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. You have arrived at a beginning. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Blockages have fallen away. Doors are opening and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and see how far they can reach. Rise from the ashes like a phoenix. Born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate, honor the road that brought you here, and prepare to take flight with the tools you have gathered through your elevation process. So what you can do about it is realize that this is a way that you can, a cycle of growth possibly, that possibly you can rise from this situation anew with a whole new outlook. Possibly this involves a mini death on your part. So maybe some type of ego death will occur and is at the core of this situation. And you are so much more than just a physical body. Will help you in this situation that is triggering you. Now, what does the vision of wholeness look like for me when I'm having a triggering moment? And I've got number 31, home. So this is a card that suggests that you need to align with your temple space. Become aware of the many gifts that come from a deep sense of truly occupying yourself. Often very intuitive souls exist within the upper chakras and may struggle with the density of humaning. You may not feel like you are from here, but as though you are more accustomed to navigating a world with different perimeters. But you have dreams and visions, and you may yearn to float around in more etheric realms, but it is when you are fully grounded and present in your body that you can actualize these ideas and make a difference. Be grounded, find your home just like a tree. The deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. So really have a heart-based presence at this time. Grounding and finding home within yourself will help you through a triggered moment. The body is a temple for your soul. Finding family wherever you go can help you as well. So really being fully present with the people around you. Occupying yourself. Really feeling at home within your soul. Connecting to your unwavering infinite depths and the collective oneness can also help you in some type of triggering moment. So I do have a poem for you guys. I wrote, "You are a walking testament of love. Let the love that resides in you carry you toward rejuvenation and reflection. Release any misconceptions about yourself. Let the love you have for yourself seek advantage for the greatest good. Hope for the good, seek the peace, and believe in yourself. For you may stumble, but that doesn't mean you will crumble. May your fire stay grounded as you remain humble and obtain peace of mind and head toward the peak, for you are anything but weak." So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with the person on your mind, Aries, shall we? Let's get down to business. Okay. We've got the Four of Cups, but in reverse. So possibly they woke up. They're aware of something that possibly they didn't know in the past. So maybe they've had some type of spiritual realization. They're going to choose happiness in this situation. They're choosing themselves or y'all's connection. They could be accepting that they're unhappy and they really want a change. So the Page of Cups. So this person could be suddenly aware of all that you have to offer. They know that you have everything that they could ever want in a person, and the possibilities between you two are infinite. So they're really thinking that you're some type of dream come true is what I'm getting. We have the Three of Cups. So possibly they're really thinking that the situation with you can really lead to a good outcome. All right, that you bring out the happiness in them. They feel rejuvenated. You make this person feel alive. You could really make this person feel like they're safe and they're at home. That you two could create a lot together. I've got the Hangman. So possibly you two are friends, but they're seeing you in a different light. So maybe they're ready to take this friendship to the next level. If you two are just friends, then they want more, is what I'm getting. They could be a Pisces. Clarify the Four of Cups in reverse. So they're suddenly aware of what it's going to take for them to be happy. They're waking up to all the positive traits you possess and all you have to offer, and they're trying to think on the bright side of things. So this person is aware of the light that you bring, and they can feel it. They feel the positivity that you emanate. They're aware of how successful possibly this connection could the positive scenarios that could play out between you two. And I feel like this person thinks that you two could make a go of this, that things could go really well between you two. Clarify the Page of Cups. King of Wands. So possibly, Aries, they have an offer for you. Or if they need to apologize, then they're going to. Possibly you know what you want too now. You have a vision for your life. You could be really focused on your career currently. The person on your mind could be a fellow fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Clarify the Three of Cups. The Queen of Wands. Okay. I've got the King and Queen right beside each other. King and Queen right beside each other. So they're feeling like you two are a match. That you two are on the same page. That they see themselves with you. Like you got them. You're in their corner. They know that you're right there beside them, wanting that you're invested and that you want to be there for them because they can feel your presence. They feel like you're right there. That if they were to reach out, then you would have them. You would be right there to answer their text message, or if they needed help, they know that you want to help them. Clarify the Hangman. The Knight of Cups. So they have a new perspective when it comes to their feelings or what you have to offer. They know that you have a lot to offer. And I feel like this person wants to make you some type of love offer. They're trying to figure out possibly what to say. So they're kind of accepting their feelings. So in the past, if they were fighting their feelings for you, I feel like they're accepting them for what they are. And they're ready possibly to make sacrifices for you two to be together. Clarify, they could be a Leo. Clarify the Sun, please. Heavy on the fire. The Empress. So they see you. Okay, they see you as the light in their life. They're very well aware of your growth, of your accomplishments, of how far you've come. But clarify the Empress, please. This could be them. The High Priestess? The Empress and the High Priestess? Clarify the High Priestess. The Eight of Cups? Clarify the Eight of Cups. The Queen of Swords. So you're this Queen of Wands in this reading. I didn't know which one was which because I have both fire energies on the table. So some of you are aware of this situation now for what it is, and you've kind of withdrawn from it. You've seen the light when it comes to this possibly fellow air fire sign. Okay. I've got the Four of Cups, and then I've got the Sun. So if you were kind of in the dark, well, things have been exposed to you. Possibly, okay, so a lot of you are a light being, some type of spiritually enlightened person who could be being divinely led or guided, or experience some type of divine intervention, or things are playing out for you in divine timing. There's something very magical, mystical, spiritual about you. Okay? And your intuition for some of you is telling you you're very tapped in, is what I'm getting, to your higher self, to your intuition. And it was telling you to walk away from this situation. Maybe you figured out there was someone else and you are the other person. All right? Because you are in your Queen of Swords energy. So I feel like a lot of you, this person knows that they need to apologize to you. Maybe they're a coward and they never gave you an apology. Because they're seeing you in a whole new light. And I do feel like there's a lot of passion between you two because you're both coming out as fire signs. So when it comes to desires, you two are on the same page. So there was a lot of fire energy between you two. So maybe sparks flew when it came to this connection sexually. But there was something about this person that you figured out and caused you to walk away and then place boundaries with them. So you have your sword up when it comes to this person, and possibly you've told them off. You've been very direct with them, and you told them that I'm walking away and I'm leaving this situation behind. All right? Possibly you blocked them on your phone, and you told them I'm done. It's over. Clarify this King of Wands. You could be a parent, but whoever you are, you're coming out in this reading as a powerhouse of a person. Like very spiritually wise, very spiritually discerning. You're just discerning. You're a very discerning person, period. Your intuition, from what I'm getting, is on another level. You are very in tune with energy, and your chakras are balanced out, and you're very grounded, and you move in love. Your love is very intense. It's powerful, but you're also not going to tolerate things that are beneath you. When you love hard, but you also are not going to tolerate things that you shouldn't have to tolerate. Clarify the King of Wands. Okay. So when it comes to you and your light and your energy and what you bring to the table, this person is jealous of you. I've got the 5 of Swords. So something about you has this person feeling jealous and also defeated, because possibly you were able to see through this person. You're very perceptive, and you kind of exposed this person for who they truly were with the Sun card. All right. Possibly you were dealing with some type of avoidant. They could be someone who likes to hide behind desires. Somebody who likes to cast illusions, because they're coming out as the Knight of Wands. So possibly this person is someone who plays games, who avoids like things that matter and wants to stay very physical, very sexual. This person just is like in and out, hot and cold, a breadcrumber. They could be a narcissist, is what I'm getting. But they're weighed down heavy by the fact that possibly they tried to play games with you. They tried to control you. They tried to possibly They had some type of chip on their shoulder when it came to this connection. All right, so something about this person's behavior, okay, and I feel like it was not top notch, weighs on them. And it could be the fact that they were trying to do something behind your back, or they were trying to get away with something, and they thought that you wouldn't be able to catch on. But here's the fact of the matter. You're a high priestess. You see through this person. You see through things that they're trying to hide from you. This person can't hide from you. And that's what has them feeling defeated and weighed down. They're disappointed that their games didn't work on you. That they didn't get the upper hand, that they didn't control you like they thought they could. Okay, your boundaries and your perception and your direct communication and the fact that you are so clear-minded has this person very weighed down. Okay, they don't like that you have your sword up with them. They don't like that you see things that are beneath the surface. They don't like that you're not shallow, that you were able to see what they were truly trying to hide. Okay, is what I'm getting. This person feels like they can't hide from you, and it weighs on them. It's like, how does Aries see through me? I'm quite annoyed by this. I don't know how to react, and I don't know what to do. I'm puzzled. I'm stumped. I feel very weighed down because there's nothing that that Aries doesn't see. You could be single, you could be celibate at this time, but you don't have to be. Clarify the Queen of Wands, please. You're standing your ground, and I feel like you're protecting yourself. So maybe you're protecting yourself from this person and their friends and this whole situation. Okay, you're not backing down. Okay, you're not buying into the conflict. You're not going to buy into the pettiness. You're not going to buy into the sneaky behavior or somebody trying to bully you or control you. You're like, I'm over it. You can go try to manipulate somebody else or play somebody else for a fool. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Okay, yeah, you're like, some of you just got in your car and you left this person in the dust. All right, you said, see you later, player. Go play somebody else for a fool because I'm not having it. The person on your mind could be Cancer, but possibly you made the choice for this person. Maybe they were indecisive. Maybe they didn't know what they wanted. Well, you're like, well, I know what I want, and I'm just going to move forward. Okay, so a lot of you are just following your heart because you have new perspective about this person too. I feel like both of you have new perspective. Both of you are seeing things differently. Clarify the Knight of Cups. Okay. I've got the Hermit and then the Queen of Pentacles. So you definitely could have been dealing with a player who had somebody else that they were trying to hide from you. Okay. This person could have been secretly expressing feelings for you or hiding feelings for you from somebody else is what I'm getting. So I feel like this person is trying to hide things from somebody else, and this person could have found out about y'all's connection that they were trying to hide. and avoid from them. They could have found evidence through their GPS or something along those lines that somebody could have been tracking your person through GPS and found out about y'all's connection. With the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles, that definitely could be the case, that somebody tracked your person's movements. They were secretly doing that. Clarify the Chariot. The Queen of Cups. So a lot of you are choosing just to give yourself love. Okay, you're nurturing yourself. You're giving back to yourself. Your intuition is telling you to move forward. Okay, to leave this person behind, because possibly this was a third-party connection for a lot of you, and you decided that you were not going to tolerate this person. Okay, and yes, there's a lot of passion here between you two, but it's not worth their games. It's not worth your time, this whole situation. And maybe you showed this person a lot of love. All right, there wasn't just passion here. You poured into this person emotionally, and that could weigh on them. The fact that you were so loving, you were so giving, that you wanted to be there for this person. Clarify the Queen of Cups. Your person could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think I have every sign here. Well, no, I don't have. Yes, I do. I have every sign. Clarify the Queen of Cups. I've got the Nine of Swords. Okay, so some of you could have really fallen for this person, and it got you all in your head, and it created a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of worry, a lot of anxiety, this whole situation. Because this person could have tried to play emotional games with you. So this person could have had you all up in your head, very confused, and in a state of hopelessness. Okay, what they did, them causing you anxiety or them hurting you emotionally, has this person weighed down. So I feel like they know that they hurt you. Okay, I feel like this person has feelings for you too. Clarify, because they wouldn't be weighed down with their behavior if they didn't care. This person cares about you, and they care about what you think, and they care about your feelings. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles is not okay. The Star in reverse. Your person could be an Aquarius. Okay, so when it comes to y'all's connection, this Queen of Pentacles could have found out about it because they did some digging when your person was gone. When they were alone, your person, whoever they were with, did some investigating. Okay, and this person could still be trying to dig up dirt on you, is what I'm getting. All right, and I feel like when they were alone, they possibly could have checked your person's GPS. All right, so this person, this Queen of Pentacles, is in a state of despair because they know in their heart of hearts that your person has feelings for you. And they're very insecure. This person is unhealed and emotionally unstable, is what I'm getting. Clarify the Nine of Swords. I dropped it. Temperance. Okay, so a lot of you, this situation really got to you with the Nine of Swords. Okay. But I feel like you've been able to overcome. You've been able to overcome the worry, the anxiety, the feelings of despair. Okay, you're alchemizing the situation. You're finding your footing again. You're taking back your peace and your power, and you are making headway with your emotions. So I feel like you're coming back into your balance emotionally. The person on your mind could be a Sagittarius. And it's because you place boundaries with this person is how you've been able to overcome this situation, because you got this person out of your energy is what I'm seeing. Clarify the Queen of Swords. Yeah, a lot of you have freed yourself. You found your independence. You're out here. You could be single, but you are making the best and you're self-sufficient. Okay, and you're attracting in new energy, and people are watching you. People see your shine. People are finding you to be very sexy. Your independence is a turn on. Everything, you have it going on. All right? People and places and things are drawn to you. And also the fact that you possibly cut this player off is also, they respect you, and it's a big turn on for this person. So your independence weighs heavy on this person because they're very turned on by it. Clarify the Ten of Wands. Why is this person so weighed down? They're weighed down with the truth? Okay. What's the Ace of Swords? What's the Ace of Swords? The truth is I held back and I shouldn't have, or that I was a miser, that I didn't give. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. They're shattered by the fact that they didn't give to you. The truth is, they held back because there was something, possibly they thought that you two were misaligned. And they could have been dealing with something else that they were struggling with. And that was why they held back from you. Okay, it could have been about the timing. That they had something crazy going on in their life at the time. Okay, they could have been dealing with some type of conflict in their life that had them in a state of repressing and avoiding this connection. Okay, and this person was weighed down heavy, possibly by something that they did when it comes to passion. Okay, and the truth is they held back from you because there was some type of issue going on in their life is what I'm getting. Clarify the Ten of Cups in reverse. So they could have been dealing with something that required their attention and they pulled away from you because of that. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Thinking that in the long run, you two couldn't work it out. That you two would not be able to align your lives in a way that would work for each other. Okay, clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and they needed to be in control. They needed to feel like they had the power over their long-term future. Okay, and that they needed to take their financial concerns into account. They could be elite. Clarify strength. Okay. They regret thinking that they knew the outcome of a situation, and possibly thinking the worst when it came to you. They regret not giving to you. They regret thinking that you two could not make a go of it, or that you didn't want the same things, or it wouldn't work out in the long run. And they regret thinking that they knew the right choice. I feel like they regret thinking that the grass was going to be greener somewhere else, because it wasn't. They're with somebody who's very emotionally unwell, is what I'm getting, and possibly hid that from them. Okay. So I feel like that's why this person's so weighed down, is because they thought they knew who you were as a person, and they thought that you two just wouldn't work well together for some reason. And they thought they knew what they were doing, but they regret thinking that they knew better, because they didn't know how powerful you were. They didn't know. And I feel like possibly you have leveled up. You have acquired some type of authority. Even spiritually speaking, you have leveled up. Okay, and it's after you cut this person off that you possibly did this, and they've watched you, because they're aware now, and that's why they want to apologize. They're aware of what they let go. Okay, and it was all due to possibly their ego and thinking that they had the right vision for their life, but their vision was not, their vision was kind of off. It was skewed. They weren't seeing clearly when it came to you. And it was because someone else was in their energy, is what I'm getting. And they have new perspective about this person and how they feel about this person. Clarify the star in reverse. Okay, this connection is very unhealthy for the person on your mind. So your person's in some type of dysfunctional connection currently. Okay? Two people who are unhealed, two people who do not trust each other, two people who bring out the worst in each other. With the star in reverse, there's no light in this connection. There's no true guidance. It's very dark in this connection. There's not success. Okay, your person didn't get wish fulfillment when it came to this other person, or a successful, true, loving connection. Clarify temperance, please. Okay, so more than one person could be watching you. They've watched you mend yourself. So the person on your mind could have watched and also figured out that you are an earth angel, that possibly this was a very spiritual connection, and that you have divine protection and guidance. Somehow this person now and that's could be one of the reasons why they're in regret and weighed down heavy, is because you are somebody who they can't replace. No one compares to you, is what they figured out. You know, you can't find another earth angel. It's not like they're a dime a dozen. You're rare, and this person realizes it now. So they're holding back. They're watching you because they're in some type of disaster of a connection. They're observing you. They're trying to figure out possibly what this connection means for you, or what have you become? Because I feel like you've stepped into a new, possibly you found your true purpose in life, your true calling, and this person could see you in a whole new, in a new light. They're definitely seeing you in a new light, but I feel like this person's seeing you make the best of a situation, and you found another path, a path that's going to lead to you being crowned. Possibly in many ways, you're going to be crowned. Or maybe you've already been crowned, possibly. Clarify the Two of Cups. You could have thought at one time that this person was your person, but I think you've realized, okay, that this person is not who you thought they were. Okay, we've got Gemini energy. So this person made a choice, and they chose wrong. They chose somebody who was emotionally unwell. Okay, physically possibly this person's unwell. Okay, and this connection is not balanced. It's not normal, and I feel like this person brings a lot of anxiety to your person's life. Okay, but your person could be a Gemini. Clarify the Lovers. Okay, so this other person that they're dealing with could be waiting, thinking that your person's going to reach out to you, because this person feels like you two have a deep connection, is what I'm getting. So maybe the other person knows that you two have a very meaningful, you could even have a telepathic connection with this person, some type of energetic, empathic connection. So maybe this other person is watching you as well, keeping an eye on you. They're seeing how magical you are, how abundant you are. Clarify the Three of Wands. Okay, this person is waiting. Okay, because they're in some type of spiritual darkness. Okay, and things are just not going well in their life. All right, so this person that they're dealing with is some type of liability. All right, and this person is wondering if they're going to be abandoned by your person eventually. They're thinking very negatively. So I feel like this other person is waiting for the shoe to drop. They feel like the person on your mind could leave them at any time and turn their back on them and try to get back with you or be with you. Clarify the Page of Swords. Some of you could have figured out who this person truly is. So maybe you know someone's secrets, you know somebody's childish ways. Clarify the Page of Swords. Yeah, a lot of you kind of figured out that you needed to make a head over heart decision. So some of you became the King of Swords. And yes, you had a lot of feelings for this person. And it kept you in a state of possibly you were very depressed by this connection. But I feel like you were able to take back your power. You figured out what you truly wanted. And then you made an honest examination of yourself and this connection. And you decided to choose you. And you gained some clarity. You figured out who you were dealing with. So I feel like a lot of you figured out this person. And this person could really see you now. Okay? They've also could have figured you out. So maybe you both figured each other out. Okay, cat's out of the bag here. Clarify the King of Swords. Okay, this King of Swords is thinking. Okay. They could be trying to heal from something. Clarify the Four of Swords. What is this? This person is thinking that they tried to deceive an earth angel, that they tried to play games with somebody. Okay? They tried to get away with things and they didn't get away with it. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What? So they're thinking about in the past how they lied to you. Okay? They're thinking about how they thought that they could get away with it, that they thought that they could just play you for a fool. Possibly there's something innocent about you. They thought possibly you were naive, that you wouldn't pick up on them. But this person realizes that they were being childish. And maybe they have a pattern of lying that goes back to their childhood. Okay, maybe they're an impulsive liar. Okay, ever since childhood. Clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, this person could come from some type of broken home. Is why they are, why they tried to deceive you, why they tried to betray you or trick you. So possibly their childhood was very dark, they come from a broken home, a broken family. Maybe they experienced a death of a loved one. Maybe they got taken from their parents. Something about their childhood was not, it wasn't a peaceful childhood. It wasn't a happy childhood. Okay, and possibly to cope, this person lies and hides this about themselves. Okay, and they're thinking about that. They're thinking about how they have some type of pattern of lying. And I feel like they regret lying to you in the past. Okay, and but it has to do with something about their childhood. They come from a very unhappy, their childhood was very unhappy is what I'm getting. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you are moving towards something, some type of offer is going to be headed your way. And it's because of your independence, because you're magnetizing in some type of offer, possibly by somebody who's been taking their time, but somebody's headed your way is what I'm getting with some type of reliable offer. So a lot of you are going to have some type of, clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Could be a younger person, doesn't have to be. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, this is okay, a lot of you are going to have somebody new come along because, look, this is why I'm thinking it's new. Because you've placed boundaries with somebody. You freed yourself from the situation. You could be single. I feel like a lot of you are single, okay? Somebody's headed towards you, okay? It's been slow moving, but but this offer is reliable, it's trustworthy, and this person's offering you long-term success. And this could be an offer that you're getting through your finances too. So for some of you, you have some type of financial offer through work headed your way, and it's going to be very, very abundant. Now, for others of you, you could have some type of offer for commitment headed your way. You could have both. Either way, you have something amazing headed your way. And it all has to do with you placing boundaries with somebody who just wasn't giving you what you deserved. And you took back your power. Okay? So, I'm so excited for you guys. Something really amazing's headed your way. After possibly a difficult time in your life. All right, I think that's the reading. We'll find out what's upcoming for you now. Besides that, you have something amazing headed your way. Okay? It could be with work and a relationship. Let's just say it's both. Okay, let's find out what else is coming. A Queen of Cups. So you could meet a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but it doesn't have to be. Oh, we've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. We've got a Nine of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. One of my favorite cards. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. The Tower. Clarify the Tower. I've got the Four of Swords in reverse. Clarify the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify the Page of Pentacles. Okay. All right. A lot of you are going to have some type of emotional tower. This doesn't apply to all of you. Okay. Emotionally, you're going to have a tower. And it's going to fill you with anxiety. All right. You're going to feel exhausted emotionally. But you're going to be able to work through it. Through this tower. Okay. And you're going to be able to regain your positivity, but you possibly will have some sleepless nights because you're going to know things, okay? And whatever you find out, it's going to kind of make you feel a bit depressed, okay? So some things are going to come to the light, all right? But I feel like a lot of you are going to be able to analyze the situation, and you're going to stop giving emotionally to something. So a lot of you possibly are going to have to pull back your energy from some type of situation. Clarify the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, Lovers. Could meet a Gemini upcoming. Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups. The Ten of Wands. Clarify the Ten of Wands. The Strength in reverse. You could meet a Leo upcoming. Okay, who's in the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Who's in? Okay. All right. A lot of you are going to move away from something that's been unsuccessful upcoming is what I'm getting. And it has to do with a love situation. Right? You're going to reevaluate a love situation. All right? And realize that it's too much work. All right? and that it's leaving you feeling depleted. It's leaving you feeling exhausted. All right. So I feel like a lot of you are just going to move away from some type of love connection upcoming that has left you feeling drained and left you feeling insecure and weighed down. So you're going to move away from it. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. So upcoming, you can meet a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Not necessarily. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Wands. Okay. A lot of you are going to feel very wounded. Okay. And you're going to stop giving to something. Okay, because you feel like it's negative. Okay, and you're going to take rapid action away from something negative upcoming. And you're just going to move away from it. And you're going to move into calmer waters. You're going to make some kind of a swift change. Some of you could even move upcoming away from something that's been toxic and very negative. Because you feel like nothing is going to come of it. Clarify the Ten of Cups. The Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. The Three. Clarify the Three of Cups. The Empress. Clarify the Seven of Wands. Clarify the Moon. Clarify the King of Wands. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are going to find your happily ever after. Okay, upcoming, and it might start out as a friendship. Okay, but I feel like a lot of you are headed towards some type of higher commitment upcoming. Something abundant, something loving. Because you're going to stand your ground. Okay, with something possibly that's been mysterious, something that you feel like your intuition is telling you you need to pull away from. Okay, and it could be with somebody who you think is just out for attention and is just hiding things from you. And it could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But I feel like upcoming, some of you are this person's going to try to give you some type of fake apology. But I feel like they might come back into your energy after you've met somebody else. And this is going to be some type of test. But Spirit is saying stand your ground with this person because they're hiding things from you. Okay? And there's something to do with their ego that they're hiding from you. And this person is not exactly who they claim to be. They're not as successful, they're not as put together as you may think. But this person wants you to think that their life is better than it is. Okay? This person has a lot of passion for you and a lot of desire, but they're not offering you anything that's worth anything. And if they make an apology, it's going to be insincere. So upcoming, you could meet a Cancer or Pisces, Taurus. Okay. But I feel like you're going to get your happily ever after, and then somebody's going to try to possibly sabotage that connection is what I'm getting. I feel like that's the reading. I made a deck. Okay, and I just keep adding to it. So I'm going to pull from that, get you some messages. This is, this is a general reading for the sign of Aries. So some of these messages might not resonate with you. Just take the ones that do. Okay, I've got physical touch. So maybe their love language is physical touch. I've wrote you messages and then I never send them. I'm watching you. You shine brightly. A new beginning with a silver lining. I thought you would come back. You have every right to be angry with me. You feel like home. You make me feel safe. Where do we go from here? I failed the test and have divine debts and karma. Soul mission activation. I'm becoming a better person. Signs in nature. 555, a change is upcoming. I think about kissing you all the time. I trust you and I don't trust anyone. I'm not sleeping well. I wake up and think of you. Sagittarius, you've got the look. So hot. You could have anyone you want. Nothing is a coincidence. There is a divine purpose. You are out of this world. You are incredible. Scorpio, I'm always reminded of you. You are very rare, high-ranking light worker who is meant to shine. My life sucks, so I try to live in a fantasy land. There is great wisdom in silence. So you could be giving this person the silent treatment. I kind of got that in the cards. You own your destiny. Some come to teach and awaken. Buy your time and practice self-care, positive elevation. Your love has driven me to the edge. I have secrets. Secrets make me feel powerful. Childhood trauma. I'm jealous of you. I check my phone every day hoping you've texted me. This is a spiritual connection. Signs of a level up. So possibly a lot of you have leveled up. And here's some signs of a level up. Major events taking place, move, death, birth, etc. Shedding of people, places, and things are some signs of a level up. My actions were calculated to try to control your behavior. I feel like a failure and a coward. You took the high road and will be blessed. Childish. I love third parties and dating websites. This connection thrills me and scares me. My desire for you is off the charts. I'm using sex magic to stay in your energy. I have anxiety, especially about money. You are a powerful alchemist, turning pain into purpose. I'm no prize. I'm a heathen and a narcissist. I was put down and bullied by my family. I've chased all the wrong things and now I feel empty. You didn't respond like other people. I feed off of chaos. I need drama and I love attention. I pretend to have all the answers, but I'm lost. The dark is my safe haven. It's all I know. I'm in the dark night of the soul. We've got Leo and Gemini. I regret how I reacted to you. You are my greatest wish. A divine being defeated a group of demons. Dark fallen angel. My glass house has shattered. What will other people think? Will your family approve of us? Can we make this work? So they're wondering. I never meant to hurt you. Is another message I've got. Okay, I'm already over an hour, but let's go ahead and do some goddess guidance for you guys. I've got infinite supply. It says, you are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. This is an abundant universe filled with more than enough for everyone. Yet the energy format of this planet is about polarities. In this instance, it's about giving and receiving. The key is to balance the two. If you only give, you'll feel drained, resentful, and experience lack. If you only receive, you won't enjoy what you have. Balance comes from fearlessly giving as you're guided, and then receiving with joy and gratitude. It's exactly like breathing. Both the inhale and the exhale are identically important. Practice giving and receiving daily, and you'll never want for anything. Various meanings of the card is don't worry about the future. Know that you'll always have enough to eat. Your needs will always be provided for. Spend time at the ocean. Swim with the dolphins. Move to a beach or island community. Go swimming, sailing, or surfing. Give time or money to a cause that protects the ocean. I do have a divine energy oracle for you guys. Okay, I've got claim your art. The more your divine energy awakens in you, the more your creative spirit yearns to freely express itself. Trust this creative urge. Let your inner virtuoso play out to play. Believe in the artist inside of you. As divine beings, we're all natural creators, and our art is our life. Ooh, I love that. Okay. Your divine invitation is give your soul a voice and reconnect with the messy, colorful, musical, sensual, experimental, creative, and artistic side of you. Okay. I love that. So that's your invitation. All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching. I know this was long. What can I say? I don't know. I hope you enjoyed it. If you wanted, you can like and subscribe. Have a great day.